Welcome to my channel, everyone. It is Michelle, and I'm here with another single-sided paper project. So I'm going to be using my Rosie Studio today. I'm going to be using a little bit of the cardstock and some just single-sided sheets, which I know you guys really enjoy that because we have so much, right? So here is a pretty, it's like a simple little flipbook thing, and I love it because I transition the cardstock kind of with the color, so I use this, and then you can see this color is different, and I just felt like that really helped make the album just more colorful. And I did my pockets a little different, which I'll show you, but just a really simple little flippy album. And I've got the little cardstock here for a little pocket. So, and this album is really durable, which I like with the cardstock. It always makes everything more durable. And I've got this just a little page here. You can just add whatever you want, but I just liked how it just kind of added a little bit more layer. And I've got another pocket. I didn't put anything in because I wanted you to kind of see the background and how it looks and just how it contrasts, and it looks so pretty. So that is it. It's a very simple album, and I'm just going to give you all the measurements to everything that I did. All right. So first sheet, let's kind of just do the cover. And this is going to be a 6x8 sheet of paper, and I'm going to just score it at the 4-inch mark. So I've got my little scoreboard here. You can just fold it in half because it's just really an even, but I do want it to be kind of crisp because, you know, this album, you want it to look nice and fresh. So I'm going to do that. And let me just do it one more time because I want it to really look nice. So it's going to go like this, and that's going to be our front little section. All right, so once we do that, I think we should go ahead and do the other cardstock because I want you to kind of see how it's going to go together. So the second sheet is going to be a 6x12 sheet of paper, and we're just going to score it at 4 and 8 inches. And there's a couple ways you can do this. So 4 inches and 8 inches. Really just trying to get it down because the cardstock's a pretty nice quality, and I just want to make sure that it has those good creases. So now I'm not going to put this together yet because I want to put my cardstock on separately, and I'll show you why. Because I do this little thumb notch here. So if you don't want to do that, you can go ahead and kind of just put it together. But I'm just going to leave mine off for now. So we kind of just have these pieces. So to fill all these little things up, like our cover and this and this and this, I'm going to go ahead and give you the measurement for that. So these are going to be, sorry, it's very sloppy. The sheets are going to be 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. That is very sloppy. I kind of wish I had redone that. So let me just write it, especially for those overseas. So it's 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, that's just, and I'm going to use 7 of them. So I'm just going to kind of go along with this, and then we'll do our like pockets and things. So I kind of put this in order how I want it to look. So I hope I did it the right order. So let's just start with our little cover here and do that. Now, if you want to do some twine prior, you definitely want to maybe just like add your ribbon now around the book. I just slid mine on, but that's just an option to do. So my cover piece right here. Okay, how happy is everyone that we're getting some like a lot of it now? And I think next week or the week after is going to be the time change. Woohoo! And I do not like the winter light. I'll tell you what, it is really difficult to film in the winter, and I know anyone who does it knows what can relate. So here we've got this, and I had used stripes in mine, so inside I'm going to use these little polka dot ones this time. And you don't have to put, like, if you want your cardstock to show with your pocket, you can just do that. You don't really need a back cover. And I actually, hold on, I didn't glue one of mine down because I wanted you to be able to see it. But let me just finish this real quick and then I'll show you. And again, make sure you know everything folds nice. You don't want to have a wonky album. But I love, love, love using cardstock in single set albums. It just makes it so, like, it's going to last a long time because the cardstock keeps it so strong. Okay, and then we've got this one, which I'm going to put my camera down a little bit because I feel like... Okay, so I'm going to show you. I did not, so all of these are glued on but this one because I wanted you to see this. So I just kind of slid it in there. But if you wanted to just show the cardstock, like you want to save some of your sheets, you can just do that. But I really liked how it looked and I just didn't glue it down. And I almost forgot to show you that part. But you can see it's not even budging too. So if you don't want to glue it, it'll probably work just like that. Okay, so this is obviously going to go like this for a little flip. So like I said, I didn't glue this yet because I want to do my little thumb notch. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and put it on first. And then you can kind of glue it on after. So just going to put that on here. And then I'm going to take my 2-inch circle punch here, and you probably want to wait for it to dry, but you guys know me, I'm not patient, and just do that. And again, that's so that, because this is so flat, you're not going to be able to do your thumb notch when it's on here. Trust me, I may have tried it. And then you're just going to go ahead and leave that top seal open because it's going to be a little pocket. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And that's going to give us that really nice durable pocket too, rather than just using the scrapbook sheet itself. You can see it's already kind of forming. It's already looking really pretty. Now, this is just kind of your option part. So for me, I took it and flipped it. Now, you could, this is, so I have mine as a flip, but if you want this as a top pocket, go ahead and make a thumb notch and do that. Or if you want it to go back and make it a pocket, you can do that. It's really up to you, but I obviously left mine as like a little flip thingy, so I'm gonna go and just keep rolling with that. And let me put the rest of these on. So, all right. And then we'll just do like our little pockets and things. Of course, you could add vellum on here and make like a pretty vellum pocket, which is also an option. But I wanted to keep it just single-sided. And this is really easy to do too. Once you cut all these out, you can see we're just kind of going with the flow here. You could even forward it a little bit. Okay, and then this is going to be our little flip part, which is right here. So you definitely want something. So I didn't cover my back. You can do that if you want to, but I just feel like it's a waste because I feel like nobody's going to look there. But maybe you are one of those people that look there. If you are, then make 8 of these sizings. It was here that I was contemplating maybe making another pocket or something, and I just didn't. So we've got all those filled up, and now we can do our pockets. Now, the pockets you can put anywhere. I just put mine kind of like in the front and then over here. So let me go ahead and do our pockets, which... All right, so I'm going to make 2 of these. So they're both 4 by 7 inches, and all we're doing is scoring it at a 1/2 inch 3 times around. So I'm going to do both of them. So let me start this way. So this is going to kind of be my pocket. So it's like 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch. And I'll just show you how I kind of got my pocket form. I'm going to do it again with this one. Just a 1/2 an inch 3 times around. All right, so let's make our pocket. So it should look like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I kind of came up with mine, which is pretty easy. I'm just gonna take my paper here, and you could use anything as a template. Where did I put mine? Did I put it away? I did. So I'm gonna use my little foam tape because it's really kind of big, and all I'm doing is doing this and I'm tracing it. So however high or low you do it is how deep your pocket's going to be. But you can see here, actually this one isn't as deep, and I don't know if you noticed, but this one's a lot deeper. You probably noticed now that I did that. I shouldn't have done that. I don't want to make everything look yucky. And then I just take, and I do it on the back because you don't want the print, obviously you don't want the line to show. So I really don't want it too deep because I want things to go in there, but I'm gonna do mine just like right here. And I'm just taking a little pencil, a rainbow pencil at that. It can't be plain, right? And doing that, and I'm going to cut it out. And I'm going to just do that for both of them. And you can try and keep it the same, you know? But don't be heartbroken if it's not, because mine wasn't. But I probably should have done them at the same time. Then I probably would have seen. So let's see. I mean, not quite, but good enough for me. And then I'm just going to cut it out. Now, if you have a shaky hand, you don't even have to do this part. You could just do a little thumb notch, but I just felt like it really made the album a bit more. So that's why I did it this way. I also want to do some corner cutting here. See, so it looks like that. So I'm going to chop off these little corners on the bottom, and FYI, the top will probably show, so let me show you. So you're going to want to cut the top off because look, see how it's showing right there? So I'm going to kind of notch that off too. And I want to show you that because it did happen to me. So it's going to just look like that. And I usually will do it like I sample one and then do it, but I forgot. So I guess I'm gonna have to watch me do this again. All right, and again, I guess it's okay because if you're nervous about doing it, you can see how wonky mine get the second time around. Maybe you could even line them up with each other and cut them if you want them exactly the same, and cut them at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and just knock that off. And knock these off. And get these papers out of here. All right, so now I'm just gonna figure out where to place these. So I'm just gonna kind of look at it. So my pockets were here and here. So I put one here and I put one here. Which the front pocket has this, so I'm probably going to do this color right there. And I do like the little blue contrast going on. And if you have to trim this up, like if something's bothering you, you can do that. It's no big deal. Because sometimes it just overlaps weird. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down right on the side. We're going to have this really pretty pocket going on. So you see, it's like that. And then we've got this one, which I actually like this one better, but I didn't want to flip it and be like the same thing. So I kind of changed it. And I'm going to do this one here, which you just fold these in and then glue it on. You could even add some stitching on here, make it really pretty. I could see some really pretty like Maggie type papers like this with some stitching. And make sure, you know, this is never covered, because it's very easy to do when you're gluing. Ooh, that's a little too high. I'm just trying to get it down a little bit. So easy, right? And then for me, this folds better. Ooh, gotta let that dry, Michelle. For this, I like to do that. But also, because you have this side pocket here, you don't want it to, oops. You don't want it to, like, you're not gonna be able to, like, if you put this here and you go like this, it's gonna overlap here, you see what I'm saying? So you wanna make sure that's closed to get that outer pocket going on. All right. Now let's dig in and just start decorating a little bit. I've got my bin here and I've got some things. Oh wait, let me do this. So I forgot so this part here, that little close page, that's just, all I did was add a 6x6 paper. And I just folded it in half. Wait, I think it was 6x6. No, it wasn't 6x6. What size is this? Hold on, need a ruler. All right, let's find out the real measurement of this. Okay, it looks like it's 5x6. So my bad for that, 5x6. Let me just trim the top real quick. I had a feeling that wasn't right when I did it earlier, but because the album itself is 6x6, so that would have made sense. So 5x6, and then it's going to go on there like that, and you have this little thing. Now this had a little bit of decor. This page here, this one's a little plain, so I am probably going to add something on it. And I'm just going to lightly glue that. I don't need anything crazy. Oops, that is crooked. And I use these tiny little Velcro things that I got from Temu. I've been calling it Tamu. Has anyone seen that meme? Yeah, I guess it's Temu. So no one's ever corrected me. Anyway, I got these little mini dots from there. And the only thing I don't like is how one is on this package and one is on this. And it's so it doesn't stick to each other, but I don't like it. I like how the Dollar Tree does it and they're kind of on the same sheet. So I added a little Velcro thing here. Oh my goodness, without ripping it. So like that. And you have this little door. Okay, but let's kind of start in the front. And you can just add whatever you want. I had just added a little thingy here. Yes. I had some stuff picked out, but as I've been kind of going along, I'm just going to switch it up because I want it to be different than the other album. Just a little different. Because the rosies, I actually get duplicates and I like that. But for today, I want to just kind of go a little different with it. I'll just add some different things in here. So there I have that big flower. I think I'll just do that one, this with that. It's like nothing can look bad with these beautiful flowers. So just for reference, I like to show you guys kind of like what's going on here. But I do want to switch it a little bit. I like these little tickets, but I don't know. I feel like it does add a little bit to it, and just change it up. Oops, why? And so the lettering, maybe I'm just going to use some of these little hearts. So just something, you know, different. It doesn't have to be the same. And that's driving me crazy that this one side is white. So I will probably fold a sheet so it's double-sided. Okay, and then here I just added a little dye, nothing crazy again. I like this flower. Like I said, you could add a little vellum pocket here or whatever it is. I also have a lot of lettering, so lettering would be pretty here. Look at all this. It's like decisions. I could sit here all day. I think I was going to use this last time, but I didn't like how it was looking. So there's that, and I definitely feel like this needs something. Like I said, this one had already this pretty foil on it. This one is just like, nope, I need something. I've been wanting to use this thing, but I just feel like it's not matching my florals, so I'm going to leave that. No, too much blue. I gotta switch it up a little bit. I got this thing, like this flower pot. I even have these puffy stickers. Actually, sure. I wonder how this one's going to look. Put that there, and here's just a pocket, and you can put whatever you want over here. So that was on the other album in the front. And goodness, I think that's it. 22 minutes later, that's it. But anyway, so yeah, this is a really pretty easy album, and you could put lots of little goodies in here because I mean it is flat, but it does have room. So like during the holiday, if you do like maybe hot cocoa, it might be a little bulky, but I do like it. But otherwise, I almost wonder if it could fit like a thinner candy bar or something in it if you want to add a little treat. So here it is, you guys, a fun single-sided paper project. Hope you guys have fun with this one. Thanks so much for joining me.